Proverbs 15:13. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by sorrow of the heart the spirit is broken. What do others see when they look at you? They see someone that has a smile on their face or a frown, one that has eyes that dance, or those that seem to peer a hole right through. Do you have an erect or a droopy body? We can determine their thoughts by their reactions, and much of the time, when they're asking us we're okay, it's because something seems missing. You know, merry heart comes from two sources. One, it's a choice. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to be cheerful. Two, and most importantly, it is putting God as the priority in our life. When we can recognize God's hand in all our circumstances, as Joseph did in Egypt, we can have the peace of God that gives us the kind of spirit that others gravitate to. Ever wonder why Potiphar put Joseph in charge of all of his household? And why did the jailer do the same thing within the jail cells? Could it be that he had this kind of spirit about him? You know, something else amazing to me is the transformation of Hannah after she prayed. In 1 Samuel 1:10 it says, she was in bitterness of soul and prayed to the Lord and wept sore. But after her prayer and having it substantiated by the high priest, in verse 18 it said, and she said, let thine handmaid find grace in thy sight. So the woman went her way and did eat, and listen to this, and her countenance was no more sad. You know, this right here, that we must rule our own spirit lest we be destroyed. The Bible's very plain in Proverbs 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. To rule the spirit is basically to make the right choices. And of course, the first choice is to let the Lord direct your heart. It takes all the pleasures of life and allows Him to give us an easy yoke because He is pulling with us. A merry heart makes us, according to this verse. A sorrowful heart breaks us. What is marvelous about this merry heart? That it is contagious and lifts others as well as ourselves. Let's think about a person that all of us have known and loved. Whenever you would ask Doc how he was, it was always the same answer. He simply said perfect. He was demonstrating God's work in him and sharing that with those about him. It had such an effect on people that even though he be with the Lord now for several months, there are many who I ask, how are you doing? And they say, perfect. And there's always a smile on their face. Oh, how we can have that which is contagious.